All right, guys, let's continue first down. And while the Hawks and the Heat kind of go back and forth, it's a lopsided series, but they go back and forth. The Nuggets-Hornets was one-sided affair, and the Nuggets knocked out the Hornets to advance for the first time since 1994 in the most lopsided 7-game series in NBA history. After which, George Karl had this to say about his team.
I think we're good, and I haven't been able to say that kind of in a proud way. And I think we were good in this series. And if we continue to play the right way and get better and learn how to play playoff basketball and value possessions and play with the toughness that we're capable of playing at, Dallas is a very good team. They're playing at a very good mode. But I like my team.
Once again, they won by 24.2 points per game, even though the Hornets did win one game. It's the most lopsided average in the history of the NBA playoffs. Jalen, just how good are the Nuggets, though?
They're the second best team in the Western Conference. They're the number 2 seed.
End of story, right? End of their story.
They're going to have to show up and play against the Mavs. The Mavs aren't going to just roll over, but they are the second best team in the West. But I like what their front office did with their roster. When you trade Marcus Camby, your Defensive Player of the Year, you think they're trying to tank it. They trade Allen Iverson for Chauncey Billups. And they don't get Antonio McDyess. He could be on this team.
Good point.
So now you add Chris Anderson off the bench to bring energy. You have a healthy Nene and Kenyon Martin up front, brings you toughness. Now Melo is stable. He can be a scorer. He can be a facilitator. He doesn't have to rush his game. You can bring J.R. Smith in off the bench to knock down shots. When he's hot, you let him go. When he's not, you take him out.
But he's mostly hot.
Yeah, he's mostly hot.
Yeah.
And I love his athleticism. And Dante Jones has been their defensive stopper of point guards. In particular, he did a tremendous job of Chris Paul. So I really like this Nuggets team. They're going to give the Lakers a run for their money in the conference finals, I predict. But ultimately, the Lakers will beat them in 6.
In 6 games?
Yes.
So you're still saying they're just clearly second and that's it?
Yeah, they're second in the West. The second best team in the West is the Lakers bench.
Once more, let me say, this series was skewed by the absence of Tyson Chandler, who once again didn't even try to play last night. And that's a 7-foot shot blocker and alley-ooper that the Hornets sorely missed. But that said, I'm very happy that George Karl stepped to the mic after that game and sent a message that, hey, we are good, as in, I think they're good enough to take Dallas in 5 games. They are at least good enough to take the Lakers to 7 games, to me, because I don't think the Lakers can beat them in Denver. And I'm not going to be shocked. I'm not going to be shocked if Denver wins a game in L.A., because this team has mental and physical toughness, I think, for the first time in the history of this franchise, because Dante Jones he's a defensive stopper. He did a number on Chris Paul. I'm not saying he can stop Kobe, but can he bother Kobe a little bit? Maybe a little bit. And again, Nene and Kenyon, these guys, there's a knucklehead factor there that scares me. It still scares me. The coach can be a knucklehead occasionally, but Chauncey seems to be canceling that out to the point that the star power, the Carmelo, the Chauncey, and J.R. Smith has all-star talent, to me, is rising to the top in a way that we've never seen before.
I'm very happy for Chauncey Billups. Here's a guy that showed poise at the point, knocks down shots, and he's really helped transform the makeup of that team.
Yeah.
But however, the Denver Nuggets, I don't think, are ready to be Western Conference champions and push the Los Angeles Lakers just yet. It's going to be a series, but ultimately the Lakers have the depth and the discipline.
So just to be clear, you're saying the Nuggets could beat the Lakers right now, just to be clear?
Yeah, I'll still say Lakers in 7, but I'm not going to be shocked on this one.
All right. We will continue first down in just a minute.